The Food and Drug Administration wants to allow the companies that make almond, oat, and soy drinks to continue to brand those products as milk. And as Spectrum News 1 Washington correspondent Torian Small reports, that decision, no surprise, has angered reps in the dairy industry and some lawmakers from major dairy states, Wisconsin included.
Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin of Wisconsin is sour on the FDA's refusal to end what she's calling the mislabeling of milk alternatives. She's planning on reintroducing legislation that would bar non-dairy products from being marketed as milk. But the FDA says consumers know the differences between the products and there's no confusion between the labeling. Milk-like drinks from grains and nuts have surged in popularities in recent years. In releasing its proposal this week, the FDA did make a concession to the dairy industry. It wants the makers of soy, almond, and oat milk to provide additional labeling, noting the nutritional differences between their drinks and traditional milk from cows. Again, Baldwin is planning on reintroducing her bill called the Dairy Pride Act, with Idaho Republican Senator Jim Risch in response. It would prohibit the sale of non-dairy products with dairy names, and it would require the FDA to enforce this rule change. The senator said in a statement, quote, "The misguided rule will hurt America's dairy farmers and rural communities. Since the FDA is failing to enforce its own definitions for dairy terminology and stop imitation products from deceiving consumers, we will be reintroducing our Dairy Pride Act to stand up for America's dairy farmers and the quality products they make." Now, the FDA would take public comment on this proposed guidance, but it will continue to allow manufacturers to implement this change immediately.